So it's 6:07. We'll call the meeting to order. Before we do anything, I want to change the agenda. I'll alter the agenda. So after 7A, I want to add the building inspector. He was omitted out of this agenda. May I have our motion?
I'll make that motion to modify it.
And second?
Second.
Okay. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
We have an agenda that has been altered. Now we'll do roll call.
Vogt.
Here.
Matt Bittner.
Here.
Hopkins.
Here.
Trantham.
Here.
Sharon. Here. Kyle Bittner.
Here.
Riley.
Here.
Most.
Number 2, position by citizens on non-agenda items. No takers? Okay. Number 3, city clerk. Test the minutes. Everybody has the minutes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Read through now.
You have an opportunity to read over them, or would you like more time?
We're good.
May I have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Val, a second.
I'll second.
Jordan. Any updates, changes, or suggestions for Michelle? Roll call.
Kyle Bittner.
Yes.
Riley.
Yes.
Hopkins.
Yes.
Vogt.
Yes.
Matt Bittner.
Yes.
Trantham.
Yes.
Sharon. Yes.
Motion passed. Number 4, chief of police.
How's it going? Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions? I'll go ahead. So, first thing, we're moving forward on hiring the new officer. He's accepted the position, and we're looking to swear him in August 24th, will be a Monday. So, and he's going to meet with me again, I think Wednesday. We're going to get him outfitted for his uniforms and his vest and all that stuff. So, kind of get the ball rolling a little bit.
Remind us of his name and where he's from.
Zach Adams, he's currently a part-time officer. Craig DeRocher, he's a full-time firefighter EMS with Granite City. So I think he'd be a good addition.
And he was on where on the list?
He was number 1 on the list.
He was
So
on
great.
the list. Cool.
So that's a good sign. And then secondly, I talked with our rep with Datatronics as far as the DEA vehicle, and they're going to start the wiring process. He said about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then that should be done hopefully 3 to 4, realistically probably 4, so probably another month, and then get him going on that. Which is good because Steve said his vehicle's having some idle issues right now. It'll have some rough idling, then it snaps out of it and it's fine for a week, so we're kind of treading lightly with that vehicle, so hopefully we'll get
What was the
it.
age? What the age of the vehicle is? It's going to be done when he gets finished with it, right?
It'll be done, yeah, it's got 100, it's high mileage, and it was one of those, it's part battery and part gas.
Right, yeah.
Hybrid, so it's lucky we got what we did out of it, because I know a lot of agencies in the area that have those same vehicles. That's a lot of issues. Ford actually quit making those for a while, right, because of it, so.
Did we quit making it quite quick enough for us to get it out of right?
Right. That's all I have for
Did you cover the vehicle that was stolen and then recovered? Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there was a vehicle just last week. It was on 4th Street. It was a Hebner concrete construction vehicle. It was a flatbed. It was full of dirt. It was stolen in the afternoon. It was on the 5th, August 5th. And then they reported it to us the next morning, obviously when they go to work, and noticed it was gone. Our guys, utilized what information we had, did some LPR checks. It was last hit on an LPR camera in O'Fallon. Notified the auto theft agents, and they quickly went into the area, and they located the vehicle early that afternoon. So by the time we found out about it in the morning, they had it that afternoon.
So the cameras track the registration up there?
It hit off, yeah.
The cameras hit it up there?
Yep, it hit O'Fallon. And that's where they found it, in O'Fallon.
That's awesome. Good reason to have those.
Turned out good. Turns out good.
And the auto theft agency is actually the one that our officers look into.
Yes, absolutely. So, and it's a good thing that we get involved in that too.
Okay,
All right.
that's it.
That's all I got.
Thank you very much. You always want the chief of police report to be short.
That's right.
Sarah?
Okay. I don't have a slideshow this evening, so I'll just stand right here. For the America 250 this year, I don't have all that much since the festival and parade. Just a little update. All of the commemorative challenge coins and shirts sold out at the festival. I know we were told that Monroe County and Columbia are going to place a reorder. We had already done a reorder, so we decided we weren't going to do a third. But since they are ordering more, we anticipate maybe some people still looking for some Waterloo ones. So we decided that we could give the, if you remember back, our very first order was, we received a misprint and had to have them redone. They weren't exactly what we wanted. So we decided we could go ahead and give people those, rather than them sitting in a closet or being thrown away. If they wanted to complete their collection, they can come up here to City Hall to get one if they wish. So I let the committee know of the other communities, just in case people are looking for them. They know that they can come to City Hall to get those.
They are correct. There's just a color that was not added.
Yeah, so the two buildings on the ones from the first order are just gold instead of colored in with like the log cabin and the Bellefontaine home. So that's the only difference, but it wasn't quite what we wanted, so they redid them for us. But again, rather than these going to waste, we thought that people could just come get them. We're not going to charge for anything since we weren't charged for them. But just so you guys know, if you hear of anybody looking for them, we do have those that we can offer up. So wanted to let you know about that. The howitzer, just an update, is complete. The restoration's done, and it is installed out at Lakeview Park. If you haven't had a chance to swing by and look at it, it turned out really nice. I'm working on production of informational signage. Once I get the turnaround time for that, we'll plan an informal dedication or ribbon cutting of some sort, and I'll send details to everybody once I get some information and a date on that. So we do plan to have something for it. We're just waiting to hear back when the signage will be ready. So, but kudos to our guys. They did a really great job. I already sent the photos to the U.S. Army, and they're very happy with the way it turned out. So we're good for a year until we have to recertify. So that process is complete. An update on the Code Red and Everbridge transition. Monroe County completed the switch on July 1st. I attended a Zoom meeting that was held for all city partners. It was intended to be kind of like a kickoff and training session, but Monroe County and Everbridge are still working on getting all of our existing Code Red registrants moved over into Everbridge, so it's still not usable until they get all of our, users, our residents that were signed up for Code Red populated into the new system. So Kevin Shivey is supposed to be working with them on that. And then also he has set up a meeting for all of the cities that are participating and the county to meet and discuss the settings of Everbridge and how we kind of want it to be set up. And then also to hopefully get some verbiage of how we want to get communication out to residents and all that, because we obviously are going to carry over the people that were already signed up for Code Red, but we also want to have people go out into that new system and make sure that all their information is still correct, because Code Red was used for many, many years, and people could have signed up with a landline that they no longer have, or they could have moved. Since this system is address-based, we just want to make sure that everything's correct. So we want to encourage people that aren't signed up to sign up, and people that were already signed up to go in, create their new account with Everbridge, and make sure that all their information is correct. So we're going to get together and come up with how we want to go about communicating that. So that is this Thursday, I believe. We'll be meeting with the county on that. So hopefully then shortly after, we will be able to get the ball rolling and be able to start using the new system. So, okay, and then I received a renewal for our sponsorship of the Monroe County Actors program. And this is something that we did new last year, but it was, I think, very worthwhile. We had this on the inside front cover. And I'm bringing it up today because this was $300 last year. They increased it to $325, which is above the limit in the new policy by $25. So following the rules, I wanted to just see if we could talk about it here, see if we want to do it rather than having a whole separate meeting.
So we set the rules at $300.
Yeah.
And then
You're gonna increase it.
immediately went to $325. Obviously, we don't want to have a meeting.
Right.
No.
But you're good with
Very good.
$325, you're good.
Yeah.
Jim? Sure. $325. If not, we're gonna take up a collection for the other $25.
I don't have it on me.
We'll call and read it.
I lost my wallet.
I'll take a check. Tina? And Kyle? Jordan?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll put it on the council agenda just so that way, because we can't vote here, so I'll put it on the council agenda for the 17th. Okay, let's see. Other than that, since the America 250, I've been getting Pumpkin Fest back on track. We're having a committee meeting tomorrow. Vendor spaces have been sold out for about a month. Have a waiting list of like 10. Everything's going smoothly there. I am going to try to find a few ways to work in and incorporate the America 250. Maybe like some, like in the coloring design. I don't know. We'll talk about it at the committee meeting tomorrow. And then, of course, the website, getting that back on track. And then we are going to be redoing our welcome guides. We last did these in 2023, and we are running very low on them. So this is going to be another big project that I did put in the budget for this year. So anyway, I'll be starting to work with the Tourism Bureau on getting those reprinted as well. So that's all I got going on right now.
Who did you say was doing the 50/50?
The 50/50 is the Monroe County Rotary this year.
No.
Yeah, for the Pumpkin Fest 50/50.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tricia?
Okay, so my information is going to be short and sweet, as I Kyle. So you all know that I'm leaving, and so Sarah's actually going to kind of present some more information. But I did want to speak just briefly about the new hires. I'm gonna let her share all the information about them, but I wanted to let you know we had over 100 applications. So I think by the time it was said and done, we might have ended up with like 110. So lots and lots of applicants for those positions. And then Sarah also will be talking about setting up an insurance meeting because it's going to be time to start talking about that here very shortly. So she's going to talk about that with you guys. But I just wanted to take a minute and say thank you since this is my final utility meeting. And I get emotional, that's why it's all written down, and I'm going to try not to. Let's see. I didn't really do it. Just thanks. I wanted to read what I wrote because I get too emotional. But
You want me to read it for you?
yeah, I'm gonna let Michelle read it. Just this part.
Starting here.
Yeah.
I just want to take
Wait,
a moment.
this is in Trish's voice.
Right.
This is a dove.
In my annoying voice. Yeah. Okay.
I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Since this is my final utility meeting with the city, I don't want to leave without expressing how grateful I am for the opportunity to work here. Thank you to the aldermen and to all of the staff for welcoming me, supporting me, and making this city such a great place to work. I've learned a lot, made some wonderful relationships, and truly enjoyed my time here. As my family and I move to our next chapter, I know I'll miss being part of this team. I'm very grateful for the time I've had with the city, and I'll always look back on it with a lot of pride and appreciation. Thank you all. It has been a privilege to work with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We are going to miss you, and you were great.
I'll miss all of you. For sure. Thank you.
Just she has to come to work tomorrow.
Yeah, you better be here tomorrow.
But just, I'll be here.
Sarah?
So to piggyback off of some of Trish's items, we have our 2 new hires that are going to be starting this week. One will start this Wednesday, and she will be at the front desk with Natalie. She comes from a strong customer service background with billing and some AP, a great personality, so I think she'll be a really good fit for the city. I think both of them will. But Kristen is going to start with Natalie first, maybe stay in that position, I'm not sure. But I'm very excited to have her, and especially starting there. Kim, she's going to be starting on Thursday afternoon. She's going to be training with Patty, which I guess I should say something about Patty first and foremost. We tried to keep this woman to stay here, but she refused and is going to retire after 27 years. I don't blame her. It's sad to see her go because she has so much knowledge over the business office, and she has been very great with sharing her knowledge with Jenny. So I'm not necessarily worried about losing her. I'll be sad to lose her because she does come with just so many great, so many great things about Patty, and her personality, her, just having her in the business office, it's going to be sad to see her go. But Kim, I think, will be a great transition into that position. Jenny, I believe, who I thought would end up taking Patty's position, Jenny should be staying in utility billing. So when she went there to train, she kind of found her new niche, and that she really likes utility billing. I think she likes digging through accounts and the customer service aspect. She does wonderful with it. I have nothing but great feedback from the Waterloo customers about Jenny, so I think that's a really good fit. I think the business office overall is going to have a really good staff with the 5 people that are in there. Even Kim, who's coming from Redbud Industries, she has a strong knowledge of payroll and some AP, so I think it hopefully will be a really smooth transition. Jenny did do a lot of training with Patty, so I'll have her knowledge and experience with the city for the past year to help with the new person. So I'm very excited for the business office and where it's going to go. So that's it with the business office and the new hires. And we are going to have a luncheon on Patty's last day. So I be prepared for some kind of an invitation to go out in the next couple of weeks. But on Monday, September 14th, if you want to jot it down, up here, this council room will have a luncheon with some cake to say our farewells to Patty. Currently, right now, I've been working on the insurance renewal with IML. We should be getting that back from them probably sometime next month at the beginning of October. We did not have anybody else quote us this year. Like we had the attempts last year with the company who wanted to quote us last year really struggled with the power plant. Nobody reached back out, so IML came in, sat down with me. We went over the renewal, sent it all out. We didn't really have any significant claims this past year, so I can't imagine that we're going to have a significant increase either. The medical insurance. So we've had MB Health for almost a year now. I would like to get together probably sometime the end of this month, probably September, with the employees and have an insurance committee meeting to kind of see how they feel about MB Health and how the customer service has been going, and if we want to stick with them or if they're going to look into somebody else or going back to CBiz. A couple people have expressed their concerns with MB Health and want to go back to CBiz. I don't know how many people will, but I think that it would be nice to kind of get their input and to see how people are leaning. So, insurance committee, sometime in the next week or so, I'm going to reach out to all of you to see about setting one of those up, because we typically have those during the day to accommodate the schedules of the employees. I guess my last big thing, two big things, we're currently underway in the audit. It's going pretty good. I think we're ahead schedule this year. Last year we were behind schedule quite a bit, but this year it seems to be moving along pretty good. So hopefully we have that out by like mid-October, November. And the last thing is positive pay. So we did have one more check. I know right when I started here, there was a check that went through that was fraudulent. We had to file an insurance claim on. And we have never utilized positive pay here for the city, partially because State Bank has never had it for us to use. I did get into contact with them today, and they said that December 15th, they plan to have it ready for us to start using it. Is anybody familiar with positive pay?
No.
So I've come from a place where we had positive pay. It's just a safeguard for our checking accounts to make sure that whenever all of the checks or the ACHs we send out aren't, no, there's no fraud with them, like somebody intercepting one of our checks, rewriting it, cashing it. We did have another check that came out of Midland, which we're going to start our positive pay with Midland hopefully this month. They already have it implemented with them. All of our warrant checks come out of Midland Bank. So we did have one check last month. Thank goodness it was somebody who was honest. We probably would have figured it out eventually. But the post office mailed this check to the completely wrong state, and a company got it. Big company cashed one of our checks. And then they called us and were like, hey, we cashed your check. If we would have had positive pay, that wouldn't have happened, because they identify the amount of money, who's cashing the check. They would have sent a red flag and sent us a notification saying like, hey, you have, this check is being cashed by a different person, by the wrong person. So as of right now, I think it's okay, in my mind, it's okay to wait for State Bank to go into December. I would like to start positive pay as soon as possible, just because it is risky and you don't want to file another insurance claim on something like that. But as long as they have it by the end of this year, I think that we would be safe to stay with them for our banking.
I think I think it's safe to say that we have to know each month that they are still on track to have that in December. And if they're not, then we may need to do something else.
Okay. So if that doesn't happen, then we'll end up talking about having a meeting to, see about where we would go moving forward. So,
With so much fraud, I mean, you really can't have too much security.
no.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, does anybody have any questions for me?
No. Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks.
Thank you. Nathan? I'll wait till we're having a building inspector. Eric? I've seen him before.
Job again. Oh boy. Is that bad?
Eric encountered a unhappy customer today.
So this is my first utility meeting. I've been here for 8 weeks, but I think the last month was canceled, if I'm not mistaken. So I took some advice and I put together a little slideshow of just daily tasks that I do, inspections and that. And I'm welcoming if you all want to see anything different that I do, just let me know. I'm happy to. This is not that exciting. I feel like everybody else is more exciting things to show. So I don't even know how to work this.
Is it on? Is on that screen?
It is.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
I'll get better at this, I promise.
We'll set a deadline as to when you gotta be good at it.
Next time, come on. I got it. Okay. So let's see what we got for pictures. Oh, that was Front Street, tall grass. It's a common problem. I did a certified letter a week or two after it was cut. I'm not sure if it was due to my certified letter or if it was just backlogged on whoever normally cuts it, but the whole yard was cut.
The rental property.
Pardon?
I believe that's a rental property.
I think
Yeah.
all 3 or 4 of those
Yeah,
are.
It's like all 4 right there.
And I did send a certified letter to the owner, and I believe the owner owns all 4, so it was done shortly after. Yeah, I'm trying to click up there. But that was over on Flower Street. There was a bunch of debris and tires. There were some complaints about that. And I sent a certified letter. A week later, it was all cleaned up. Dollar General has now a new lawn mowing service who has called me and made a direct statement that he will be on it. They've hired him and he's got a weekly schedule to do their grass. So
We heard that before? Sorry.
I talked to the guy and he seemed legitimate, but we'll believe it when we see it, right?
Okay, yeah.
There was a local guy that had a pool that was stagnant, mosquitoes, and I just grabbed a picture of that too to throw in here just to show some of the other violations. This was a Walnut Street alley. The gentleman cleaned it up, I think, immediately after he got the letter.
The one right beside it,
The one that was the
trailer and.
yeah, that one's still got a trailer and a boat there that has not been addressed. Did I skip one here? That was that. This is an example of some new construction inspections that I do. I was at this job site. They said they were ready for installation, so they wanted a rough inspection, and I note when they haven't fire blocked and require them to fire block prior to all that, since it's in code. The guy just missed this one, so caught that one. And that's not unusual for a guy to miss it, but he corrected it right away. Propane tank at Rural King. Starting next month, they're going to be servicing your handheld propane tanks. They should have all the piping in. That one's smooth. That's the new Domino's, just footing and foundation pictures as it's moving along. That was another rental. That was the bus garage. They were missing a couple things. The exit signs and the garage door openers did not have the safety sensors.
Have they moved in there?
They have. They're fully moved in. Yeah. More rental stuff, just things I notice when I'm in a rental that aren't code compliant. I point those out to the landlord prior to a tenant moving in, make sure everything's safe for the new tenant.
Sure, it's clear. It's good.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Fix it, it's raining. That is not gonna work well.
Right,
That's
that's right. And they always like to argue too. They always like to explain why they think it will, but.
That was the $10 fix right there.
Correct.
That was-
Any questions for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Gotta get this knee better.
Nathan? I did talk with JR today. He told me what to expect.
I gotta give JR's report.
No. We'll see how it goes.
Uh,
You're looking at his expectations.
Well, let's see what we can do. All right, good evening, everybody. I'm doing JR's report, and then I put in Peace of My Mind and included it on this. So JR did all the work, obviously.
What is it?
That's what. We'll start off with the water treatment facilities and distribution system. Our July monthly operation log isn't online yet. Sertop, he was on vacation, and he just got back today, so we'll get that up online this week sometime. Everything's standard operating procedures. All the numbers look great. So this was at the water treatment plant on July 28th. The Roink was doing typical maintenance and had to shut a valve off from the plant to the clear well. And when he finished his maintenance, the valve wouldn't open back up. And he tried opening up the bypass valve, and that valve did not open up. So JR, myself, we were down there, made some decisions. We had our underground crew bring equipment down there. We had to dig about a 10, 12-foot hole, and we had to remove the gearbox. And that's this picture on the right. Lo and behold, we have 6 of these gearboxes underground, and they have a factory malfunction on them. So some of them work, some of them do not. So that night, all we had to do was dig a hole, take off that gearbox, and open up the butterfly valve for the 16-inch water main on it. So the good news is the manufacturer, I met with them, the rep, and today I received 5 new gearboxes at the water plant. So I talked to Cole Moore this morning, and we're going to get the 2 valves that I just talked about. We'll get those gearboxes switched out this week and close up the hole for the clear well. So, and then after that, we'll have to figure out when we'll do the others, because
And who pays for it?
and who
That
pays
was
for
going to be
it.
my question. Yeah.
The gearbox is obviously
Right.
they pay for.
A lot of labor involved in this stuff.
Their labor and equipment is the other factor. I had Cole come up with a job sheet, and I emailed that to the company for what you see there in the left picture. So I'm getting some resistance, but the fight isn't over yet to get this resolved. But our guys did a tremendous job. Worked from about 6 p.m. to about 10:30 that night. Being at the clear well, that tank's always wet. The ground is extremely soggy and unstable, so it's dangerous work. And we had all eyes watching the guys, watching the trench area, so on and so forth.
Nice picture on the left.
Great picture on the left. Yeah.
So there's solenoid. I talked to JR about this a little bit.
Yep.
There's solenoids that are buried in the ground.
Yep.
we're just gonna rebury them and they're rated for that?
Yeah, I mean, it's encased.
I mean, I just know solenoids burn out, and then
It's
you're
not-
gonna do it again.
It's a manual. It's not a
It's
solenoid.
not a solenoid, it's a
No,
gearbox itself, okay, so
yeah.
I misunderstood exactly what JR was talking about.
Yeah, when you
The worm gear burnt out.
when you turn this, you can kind of see the coil.
Yeah,
That turns this, and the weld broke on it. So
okay.
yep.
There's nothing electronic buried.
There's nothing electronic buried. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to
You probably should cover the very first one that we changed on this.
So this is probably about a year ago. We as just in general, the city was trying to drain the detention tank, and similar thing happened. That was under the 2-year window. Air Plumbing fixed it. So
2 years?
year.
Whatever it says.
Year. I think it's a year warranty.
I wanted to drain the detention tank to see if there was any excess sand or anything that got there prior to cleaning up the wells.
So when this happened, it brought flashbacks on the other item.
Cool
And
sense.
back then, we didn't think as much about it as hearing from the engineer on site. He mentioned that on the detention tank one, it seemed like it may have been a refurbished gearbox, the way it physically looked. So we didn't put a whole lot together on it, but now we know that they had an issue. But water's flowing. That's all that matters. Okay, West 4th Street for Ward 2. We spent a lot of time on. So what we're looking at, the concrete work is almost complete. We have probably one day, a couple little spots, and down near Moore Street on the south side. So besides that, we're going to hold off a little bit of concrete work on Library where the alley is towards the north because people are using that alley and we don't want to pour concrete and then shut off every means possible for the homeowners. So right now, as of about 4 o'clock today, asphalt company should be showing up Wednesday through Friday this week.
Rain Wednesday now.
Right. So that's the schedule. Three lifts, 3 days. So no matter what, it's going to roll into next week. Yeah, we have 2 binder courses and the surface course.
How thick are the layers?
It's 2 1/4 inch and a half. So yeah, I think things are looking good. Last Friday in front of the senior center, the concrete crew worked late to get the sidewalk removed in front of the senior center and re-poured. That was a special item there to work with their schedule. So it turned out really good. I'm really happy with everything they've done with the concrete. There's a lot of hands-on when you get into all the ADA stuff. So, any questions? Okay, the water main loop from Remlock to Country Club Hills. We turned in our application for construction permit. EPA received it on July 28th. What we're going to do next while we're waiting for our construction permit is our city guys are going to be potholing with the Vactron to see if there's rock at a certain level. JR and I, we personally walked this. We're really content with the route that we're going to go, but we do need to see about potholing for rock. Rock in this area is incredibly hard and hard to remove. So we've known that through past experiences in the creek just down the hill. So, and then bidding this fall, and we'll try to get this project done during the winter months. So hopefully we get some contractors hungry for that bid, and we get this thing looped. I'm really excited to see this. I've worked extra with Mr. Brand when he did his phase to get that water main back in the corner. So this will be a very big benefit for Country Club and Remington Ridge, especially when, well, for fire protection for one, and flushing hydrants, as we did last March. We noticed that a secondary loop or a loop is extremely important. So, any questions with that? You're just an 8-inch water main, typical water main. Okay, Friday the 31st, we all know that we had a tremendous amount of rain in a short amount of time. The picture on the left is water overtopping Gall Road. I don't know how many people have seen that, but that's my first time seeing it. Quite a bit of flooding. I spent most of the morning dealing with, working with the sewer guys regarding the sewer in Shady Springs. We were having some backup issues. If everyone can see this, we have a collection point right here where gravity takes 4 lines and then takes it out. It's all gravity, but it's a big pit here, or a wet well if you want to call it. And what we believe, and we're triaging the situation as we speak. We're thinking that some surface water is getting into somewhere on this main in the creek, because that would make common sense. So we're dealing with trying to control. It works fine on a day-to-day basis. It's this surface water that's getting into our system that we're getting issues with these duplexes and water coming up in the basement floor drain.
Where is Shade Spring?
So here's your route 3.
Yeah, I got
And
it.
then pound for pound.
Station Crossing.
Yeah. Station Crossing. Ward.
Got it.
That area. Yeah.
As you move north, the picture on the right, as you move north, there are a number, several of the sewer elevations there that have been broken off by the farmer or mowing, and some of
the lots there.
low, so that's looking directly in that.
Yeah, it's not one thing. It's multiple issues we have here, and we're going to. There's a top priority to control this.
Not a quick fix.
It is not a quick fix. The guys are going to be cammering and looking in all the manholes and coming up with ways to keep this water out of the sewer system.
But that manhole actually has an alarm on it.
Yep.
It may overflow it before we get there, but it does have an alarm on it.
Yeah. So.
And we only noticed that because why? Because it was backing up onto the street?
No, it was
Backing
backing
up
up
into
into
people's
basements
houses.
and
Okay.
floor drains.
Gotcha.
Stormwater in one duplex, I think.
Yeah.
The only complaint I got was one.
Okay, there was a few more than one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like I said, we're gonna. It's gonna take some time, but we will work and figure this one out. So,
The roughed-in laterals that are broken off, whose responsibility is those if there's no? I mean, it'd be the property owner, right?
it would be the property owner. Yeah. I found one. We were looking at. We had a get out of the way. We had a water main break right here, and I found a lateral broke off right there in the middle of the field. So there's issues. It's a high water table here. Obviously, there's water coming down every which direction in the lower topography. So okay, the couple other street department got called out. The one of the large detention area in Quail Ridge. It didn't top over, but it filled up, and the result was the outflow pipe was obstructed by construction silt fence. Got to keep the dirt away, but yet water flow through. So it's a tricky one, but they just cleared out the silt fence. estimate, but it was at that 3 foot of freeboard on the levee side of it. It was, and more specifically, it would be the newer addition to the detention that is following the eastern boundary line in that newer part of Coyle Ridge. So lots of water, short amount of time. Okay, some more capital projects updates. Drainage improvements. Danaholt Farms, our sewer guys camera the existing storm sewer in Danaholt Farms. So I know we got engineering scheduled, so we're gonna work on getting that replaced as we talked about before. East 3rd Street and the alley, you can see the pink lines, a proposed route. Looking at this, we may change this due to a lot of new sidewalks here on this side. So we might be having to replace this culvert and then start coming back this way and tying in. So we're just weighing some options now. What's best feasible option for the city? I don't like the idea of ripping out a new sidewalk if we go across the street and rip out some older stuff and make it work. But we want to see economically what's the best route to go. So either or would be an option. Okay. Equipment. We're looking at the new 2026 street sweeper. Looks like the total price is just under $300,000. This is a budgeted item. We're looking at taking delivery November, December this year during the leaf removal process. So what I hear, this is a pretty awesome street sweeper. It's going to do us well for many years ahead. The old one we're going to look at putting on Purple Wave auction site for recoup some of the cost of it. But, any questions on that? Okay. A couple of noteworthy items. HH Road, Flower Street. We're reviewing right-of-way items. Lakeview Drive, securing engineering. That's the East-West Gateway project. The mill and overlay, doing some ditch work. Villa Court, Southview. JR has a meeting in August with Villa Court. I don't think we've done a whole lot with Southview yet. We'll work it in there. So, Roger Street, North, Country Club Lane. Final plans have been completed. As you know, we're right there. The county's having issues getting the ground to do the project. So that's where we're at with that yet. It's really hands off for the city, far as I know. I mean, it's with the county. Crosswalk and stop bar painting. I believe the summer help and John Lipking has finished the ones in the school areas, but there are more to do. So got the crucial ones done. And then water and gas projects, water main replacement, South Church Street, working on engineering on that as well. I don't know, JR, I forgot if you talked to everyone about this. There's a large culvert by Glenn Lutz's house that we're working on figuring how to get the new water main worked in. So we're trying not to boil this into a huge capital project. So one thing at a time, but we're going to make sure we can make the right decisions as we go replacing this water main. So, and then as far as I know, the water and gas to the city's 57 acres. No updates on that as of right now. And same thing with the solar ordinance. Joel, you might have anything to add with that, as far as far as I know, we don't have any updates on the solar board yet.
No, I haven't talked to JR about it. I mean, probably just need to revisit it and adopt something.
Right.
Yeah, do an ordinance committee meeting sometime, correct? Try to spend a little time on it.
Probably not gonna have an ordinance committee meeting until September though.
Okay. Sewer lining, working on the bid in the near future. And just want to add a couple things. The lead copper samples for the distribution system for homeowners. We collected the last samples end of last week. Our levels are low enough that we're in a 3-year period instead of twice a year. So thank goodness, it's a relief off of our back. They're not easy samples to obtain. So a lot of them are being analyzed by our company, PACE. So I don't have all the data yet. We did get the school and daycare sample that was required for this year. That has been completed, pending on notice to both parties at that. So besides that, third quarter routine sampling's completed. Everything's rolling along just fine. That's all I have. If anybody has any questions.
Remind us again the lead copper sample. Which ones are those again? Because those are the ones that are at the homeowners?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
60 or so, isn't it?
It was 60 twice a year, and now we're doing 30 every 3 years.
Okay.
So big. This is our big reduction. So this is new to 2026. So like I said, levels have been great. Our bulk homeowners are on Market Street, and again, that's a capital project that we want to replace that water main going from the Amoco basically to Hammacher, which would be under this. The new one would be approximately under the same.
Installed you and abandoned the old one.
Yes, sir. Yep. So, Joel, I think you've been talking about the Morrison. There was a Morrison one.
Yep.
We took care of that. We were on
You did some on
Hammacher.
Hammacher and they turned out not to be lead.
Yep. Yep. So, things are going good.
Hey, Nathan,
Yes, sir.
back a little bit to Shady Springs.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have to smoke the lines to try to figure out infiltration? Or do you think that it's all external?
It could be internal, but with the age of these buildings,
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's something external, more like manholes need to be rerouted between them.
Laterals cut off.
Yeah, it could be a bad joint.
You don't think
somewhere.
it's actually getting in the homes?
Yeah, I don't think we may smoke them, but
If they all have sump pumps because of the water table now and they're all going at the same time, that's probably, that's a good thought, probably.
we did it in Ludell quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Not afraid of those homes in Adele is actually what a lot of people did at that point in time.
Yes, sir.
All of their downspouts went into the sewer.
Right.
Now,
Simply don't do that anymore.
well, with the age of these, it's a line item on our building inspection for final, not to double check that. And like the mayor said, it's not common practice. Not saying after the inspector walks away, it's possible, but that could be a contributing factor. Yes. Jordan.
Yeah. I was just thinking. I know in the last couple weeks, everybody's probably heard within the news that there were several water systems that were hacked.
Yep.
Have we taken a look at ours to see what our safeguards are in place of that?
Yep.
A week ago, 10 days ago, when the very first one came out, I actually said that, talked with JR about it. There was another report on it in the news today. And again, I appreciate that. And you are, go ahead and talk about the SCADA system.
So, right. What JR and I were scheduling a meeting with Doug Johnson with VI Power, try to set them down this week. I have a laundry list of items. Obviously, this is a very important one. I talked to the ROIC today. It sounds like the hackers are mainly on large scale operations,
Right.
not little million-gallon per day.
But they're going to take advantage opportunity of someone that's very easy to hack, which would be an older system,
Right.
probably out,
Right.
as
So,
opposed to something that won't have.
worst case scenario, we can run things by hand. Worst case scenario, it's compromised. We can run things hand
Okay.
and work just
But virtually
fine.
everything we have is behind the firewall.
Yeah, yeah. But it is very important.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
very
yeah,
important
just
to
wanted
us.
to make sure.
Yep, thanks, good questions. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Roberta.
Thank you, Nathan. Close.
Alrighty, so for June and July, June we had 16 permits issued, and in July we had 13. It did feel like things were slowing down a little bit, but they definitely popped back up for August. We had 2 residential in June and 2 residential in July. Quail Ridge, Renlock, Legacy, and then a duplex in Legacy. Accessory buildings was a remodel, couple pools, couple egress windows, decks, covered patios, nothing super fancy. Excavation permits on Osterhage, 3rd Street, Market, Jamie, and Seneca. Commercial permits, Domino's broke ground. We did have to shut them down once just because their footings did not match the plans that they submitted, but we got that figured out and they've moved forward. The splash pad is adding a new pavilion. Peters Townhouse had a roof restoration, and Walmart has 2 permits out right now, one for HVAC and one for refrigeration. And then, as you saw, Rural King is also getting propane tank installation.
Do we have a date on that, when they're gonna be ready?
Propane, I think Eric talked to them and they said in a couple weeks.
Sometime by the end of this month or beginning of the next month. So should be a few weeks at most.
Current projects, there's no planning commission this month and no zoning board of appeals. Permits, I don't have any residential, but I do have about 10 excavation permits sitting on my desk that I'm going back and forth with just to make sure their COIs are correct and have the right coverage. We have 1 commercial, Ani's permit is submitted. We're just reviewing it. I don't see any issues and we should be moving forward with that soon. They will also be providing a new COI for their demolition permit as well. Accessory build, there's a bunch of decks and pools and random accessory things and sheds going on right now. I do have 2 sign permits. One is for Waterloo Smoke Shop because they have relocated, but I told them no because they haven't paid for their last one yet, so they're not allowed to have a new sign until they pay for the one. And then the other one was for Fuller. Yes, thank you.
Fuller.
I feel like there's been a lot of things going on, but a lot of just chasing things right now. So nothing's getting finished. It's a lot of hurry up and waits currently. So I did want to mention for 600 Waterloo Drive, their grass is pretty tall, but we have a company that won't mow currently because there's a dangerous tree on the property. So we're moving forward with getting the tree removed in order to get the grass cut. So it is a process, but it is in process. It's a rather large lien, so we do have to notify them again.
The tree's been dead for a long time.
Yeah.
I've got
It's right in the
calls
center
about
of
it,
the
but
yard.
it's in the middle of the yard. I guess
I think
it's kind of close to the power line.
I think it got mowed at the end of the week.
Yeah, it's not terrible right now. They gave the tree a wide berth. But
Another project I am working on right now is Mama's dumpster enclosure is non-existent and it should have been installed before the permit was signed off on. So we're kind of backtracking, but that is a project that is in motion as well.
Any update on the steakhouse next to Mama's?
The last time Nate and I spoke with them, they said they had to get money from the sub shop in order to open the steakhouse. And that was the last I had heard.
Okay.
I'm sorry, money from what?
The sub shop. They had to make a profit from one to pay for the other. Yes.
But again, that's none of our business. I mean, if businesses make it, they don't make it, we're not involved.
Bernard, have you heard anything about the bulk building north of Waterloo there, the pink building? I know they're working on it. Someone called me the other day, they were concerned. They understand it's out of the city limits, but they were under the understanding it's going to be made into a recycle center. Have you heard anything like that?
I don't think I know which one that is.
That's where
Midwest Block and Brick.
We're Midwest Block.
That building, though.
Yeah, I have not heard anything.
I just wondered if you had heard that.
Yeah, they vacated very quickly.
Yeah. But I noticed they were doing work on it. There was somebody working on the roof when
On the
they drove
roof.
by. But I
That's
have not
probably the
heard.
reason why they bailed, was the roof.
Yeah. Any other questions?
That building still on the Buffalo next lady,
I'm not sure.
Columbia. Well, they just moved to Columbia, I think.
Oh, okay.
Went Midwest Block and Brick, took over this building. I think they moved too far.
Now, I think there might be a sign on the old Midwest sign, but I don't remember what it said.
Right.
It was just
There used to be,
in passing.
well, there was Vote Excavating at the very apex of that roof.
Yes.
So the
Midwest
front-
Block underneath.
Yeah, but
I know there's some junk removal signs out. They need to be pulled. But just process and going and getting them. Other than that, I don't have anything.
okay. Thank you. City Attorney?
No report
Nothing?
there.
Oh. I think most everything has actually been covered, so I think that probably the city of Waterloo is pretty fortunate in most of our areas in being able to have long-term employees. Obviously, Patty is a very long-term employee. She has the opportunity to retire now. Barry retired very recently, and I think anyone that has that opportunity should take that. The latest rumor that I heard this weekend was that she was forced to retire. So I'm not sure how that happens. It's a union employee, but actually we thought that Patty was going to stay until the end of the year, but I think we have good applicants that's going to follow her.
She had
And we've already had
opportunity,
people
she
working
took
with
it.
them. So.
She's not going to let Barry sit home alone.
No.
Poor Mary.
We're not real happy that she's leaving, but obviously it's her life. So, number 13, committee reports. A 7626 ordinance.
You said ordinance?
Yep.
Everybody should have it. Any questions? Otherwise, a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Jordan. Second.
Second.
Thank you, Jim. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are approved.
B 7626 beautification.
That was the meeting, like you say, on the 6th. It dealt with the Caritas, the Family Solutions, the human sport building there. Committee met. It was approved. I did want to make a note here, and I appreciate Alderman Bittner, Kyle mentioned with the approval of this grant, the Community Nonprofit Grant Program has reached its budgeted allocation for the current fiscal year. He suggested this may be appropriate time to consider possible changes to the program, such as limiting an applicant's eligibility to receive funding to every other year. So maybe something we want to discuss. So any questions on that or motion to accept?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion to approve by Kyle,
I'll second.
second by Joel. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you.
C, 7/2026 finance.
That's me. Short and sweet. Thank you, Michelle. Any comments?
Make a motion to approve.
Second? Anybody?
I'll second.
Second, Tina. All those in favor of approving the minutes?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you, D. The police committee meeting minutes. I guess that's me. Any update, corrections, questions for Michelle? I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Jim, and a second.
I'll second.
Ian, all those in favor, aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. E, August 3rd, 26th, Planning Committee.
Gary's not here.
Oh, that's right. You want to do it?
Sure.
Okay.
Any comments? Looks good to me.
Yeah. Make a motion to approve.
Motion made by Matt.
I'll second.
Jordan seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Number 14, comment.
Hey, I just had to, congratulations to Monroe Bud. They took the championship in the Monroe County Baseball League. And impressive work by the police in getting that flatbed. It was very impressive. And it's good to know that it's happening with the police. Not that it was stolen, but you guys are on it. That was very impressive. That was it, sir.
Joel?
We mentioned the solar ordinance. Probably just need to get something on the books there. And then the meeting minutes did a good job and reminded me that mobile vendor thing probably has to do with that. We can't leave them twisting the wind very much.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
That's it.
You would have the 1st or 3rd Monday of September.
Either.
I'm not on the committee.
Oh, well then you should choose.
Right.
Next available time, we can do it.
Okay. Is that the only
The
two days
first
of solar?
Monday, the first
solar
Monday
is-
of the month of September is
It's like
Labor Day.
Tuesday.
Right, so we'll do Tuesday.
So it'll be on Tuesday the 8th.
Right, Tuesday the 8th. Okay.
Does it? Oh no, one more thing. What, Nathan, you probably know this, or Rhoda, what year of codes do we actually have adopted? The model codes?
The residential,
Just the ones that we had adopted.
2006 IRC, 2012 IBC.
It goes back to 2012.
Yeah, those are the two main ones.
Yeah, the IPC is the one I was concerned about. Okay. I didn't know.
We dire need to do a code update.
I think per state law we have to.
I was just gonna mention something about that.
Yeah. Right.
But that's not my job.
I just noticed through professional work that Columbia updated it to the most current available codes. I do not recommend doing that whenever we get to that point.
I would agree with you.
They just did that a month ago.
Right.
That was very recent.
Yeah, I would step back at least 3 or 6 years. So
That's it. No, sorry.
That's all the disruptions you have?
Yes.
Nothing there.
Jim?
Nothing, sir.
Tina?
Nothing.
Kyle?
Thank you, Tricia. Good luck with your new journey.
Max? You got anything?
Anything to say? Come on. I'm sure you did.
Jordan?
Yeah, Tricia, I'm upset that you and Patty are breaking up our family. I'm upset at that.
I'll still come visit them.
Oh, good. Okay. Never mind.
that's what they all say.
That's what they all said. show them again. Delete our numbers all of a sudden, block us.
Anything else?
That's all.
Motion to adjourn.
So made.
Jones, second.
Second.
Happy, all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
7:17.